let's get into it.
Let's...
When a topic keeps coming up so much that you just have to talk about it, that's exactly what we're doing in this episode today.
It is.
2 of my clients recently asked me about creatine for women, and then I kept seeing it all over my feed afterwards. You know how that happens.
Yeah.
So I just automatically knew that it was a sign that we needed to speak on this topic. Women are finally waking up to the fact that creatine isn't just for the gym bros, And honestly, I'm so here for it. But I also get it. There's so much conflicting information out there, especially when I was pregnant and I was also reading up a little bit about creatine and if it's effective and can I still take it during pregnancy and all of that stuff. Women are like, does it make you bulky? Is it safe? What about taking it during pregnancy? The last one especially caught my attention because obviously I've been down that road. So I went to go and do some research, and today we're going to break it all down for you.
That's very exciting because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of women out there who have so many questions. So hopefully we can answer some of them.
Yes, but before we dive into that, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Zoe, a personal trainer with over 10 years experience in the industry. And this is Giggles and Glutes, where we talk about fitness, confidence, and everything in between. Hi, Donae. Welcome.
Hi. Hello, newbies, old faces. Happy to see you again. My name is Donae, and welcome to the Giggles and Glutes pod.
To our listeners, if you love evidence-based information that actually helps you feel strong and confident, then hit that like button and let's get into it. So the first thing that we're going to cover today is women have lower levels of creatine. We naturally have about 20 to 30% less creatine than men. That is a lot less than what men have. So supplementing with creatine is actually one of the most amazing things that you can do for your body. It's a total game changer for your energy, performance, and especially for your recovery. I found that creatine especially helped me with my energy during my workout and then also just to carry me through the day. Have you used creatine?
I am not a supplement girl. I tell you why. It's not because I don't believe in the science that backs all supplements. I tried pre-workout once when I was 19 or 20, and you were right over there.
Listen, these nails are not practical.
But they're pretty. I took pre-workout once and I had a bad reaction. My entire body was itchy. My face went red.
Ooh.
And ever since then, I never tried any supplementation. And I do take protein when I need to, but not every day also. But I am here for the science-backed creatine. Like, I don't need to take it, where there are people who need assistance because their bodies don't produce X amount of, and they help. So,
yes, especially, I'm just actually thinking now, especially because of it's so crazy how this is actually tying in with our previous episode now, like with having PCOS and then naturally having higher levels of testosterone, you probably have higher levels of creatine as well, since it's in high quantities in men, So that is actually such a plus for you.
Yeah, that is actually. And again, listening to your body, and if you need it, take it. If you don't need it, there is no reason for you to take it. So, yeah.
I agree with you. However, I do feel that a lot of us can benefit from taking it, or most of us can benefit from taking it, especially if you just want it for the recovery benefits of it, because a lot of us don't eat well enough to recover properly afterwards, because we always preach that recovery is about rest, but recovery is also about the nutrients and the vitamins and minerals that you get back into your body afterwards. And obviously, when you're working out, you deplete your stores of most of your nutrients, your amino acids, and all of those things. So even if you just wanted to use it as a recovery type supplement, then you can do that. Also, you don't have to use it for energy or performance-based stuff.
And also, just on that, obviously, if you take it for one thing, you will benefit in other areas as well.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, okay, I'm taking this for my energy, so I won't see the other stuff. You will see the other
Yeah.
stuff. So, like, be prepared for everything, but also have a reason as to why, because it will benefit you regardless.
And then if you're worried about that creatine is going to make me bulky, or no, that is not true. It's basically going to help you with your fat loss and with your muscle tone. So if you're worried about getting bulky from creatine, let me just stop you right there. Stop. Creatine helps you build lean muscle and burn fat. That's what I do with Ella when I'm getting her to stop. But it's not going to make you wake up looking like a bodybuilder overnight. Like, actually, nothing is going to make you look like a bodybuilder overnight.
Louder for the people in the back, please.
Please hear me out. You can go to gym every day as a woman. You can go to gym every day, train twice a day, and you will just get the nicest body you've ever had in your entire life. But you are not going to bulk up to the size of a man, my babe. It's just not going to happen. Like we said, you don't have enough test. Test is so important in building muscle mass the way men build muscle mass, as well as creatine. However, creatine doesn't give you that feeling or make you look that way.
I also just want to say, like, on this about being bulky, because I know a lot of women feel this way about even just lifting weights, never mind the supplements. But everybody's genetic makeup is different. So that plays a massive role. Some people have the advantage, some don't. There are also athletes, like if you look, because I can, in my mind, see somebody watching this episode and going, but look at the CrossFitter females. They are bulky because of the amount of weight that they lift, the amount of years that they've been training, the amount of supplements they take, and the amount that they eat. But as a normal, average person going to the gym, thinking about like, this is what I eat, this is what I take, I'm just, normal girl out here doing what I can. It's not going to happen unless you are following a specific diet and training style and you have the genetic makeup to give you that look,
Yeah. And especially if you're in a calorie deficit, which most women are these days, it helps maintain muscle mass while losing fat, which is exactly what all of us want. We want to focus on fat loss while still maintaining or increasing the amount of muscle mass that we have. So just for that reason, there's no way that you are going to become bulky just by taking creatine and working out. Those two, they don't marry together. And then I don't know about you, but some days, okay, I do know about you, but then some days I just have moments where my brain does not cooperate with me. You know?
did not just throw me under the bus like that. I know about you. Carry on.
Oh, well, it turns out creatine doesn't just fuel our muscles and help us grow and maintain muscles. It also helps fuel the brain. A few studies have shown that it helps with mental clarity, with memory, and even with stress management, which is crazy.
I'm starting to feel like maybe I should actually take. I mean, you never know unless you try, right? Maybe I should. I'm also getting older. I think also there comes, but in all seriousness, like I think there comes a point in your life where you need to admit to yourself that your body is no longer what it was 10, 15 years ago. That you are getting older, we will realize that we can't eat the way we used to eat anymore. We can't not rely on vitamins and minerals like we used to anymore because we're getting older. Naturally, everything in our body is depleting. So imagine you already have little of over time it's going to get even less. So you will need
Yeah.
supplementation at some point. So, hello, creatine.
Oh my gosh. And then we all know no one really loves being sore after a workout. Actually, some of us do like that feeling. Personally, I like feeling like, my back
Me
or
too.
my bums, It's such a satisfying feeling that those muscles have torn and now they're being rebuilt stronger,
Yes.
But creatine actually helps with that feeling of soreness the next day. It helps reduces DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness. And yay! And it actually lowers the risk of injuries because obviously when you are feeling less sore, it means that there's been less tension on the muscle fibers. And if there's too much tension on your muscle fibers and then you continue to put more tension by exercising again and again, that can result in injuries to whatever degree the injury may be. And creatine actually helps with DOMS, which then in turn reduces the chances of you having injuries and being prone to ACL tears or joint issues, which I think is pretty cool as well. So you
It
don't have to
is.
take like an additional supplement just to not have DOMS. Even
Yeah.
though I take L-glutamine with my protein powder, I'll always add in a scoop of L-glutamine because that really helps with your joints and with recovery. Yeah, so I add the L-glutamine to my protein powder, but just knowing that if you are taking creatine, then you possibly don't have to supplement with L-glutamine. But I'm sure it's just an added benefit overall.
I also think that the supplements in a whole is extremely overwhelming to understand firstly. I don't know if there are many supplement stores where the person who works there actually guides you and helps you. I know that the stores here in the UAE, they're actually really good. They're pharmacists in all the nutrition stores where they sell supplementation, and they do a
That's so
test with
cool.
you. It's very cool. They do an in-body assessment with you. They ask you questions, and then they advise you on what they think would work best for you. So I think that supplementation is a lot deeper than people actually want to realize.
Yeah,
And you need to understand what you are lacking before you
yeah.
just add a whole bunch of stuff into your body.
Yeah.
So,
And this episode is definitely not to promote creatine or any form of supplement taking. It's just one for information about creatine and the benefits of creatine. And if you are taking it, that there are only benefits to taking it. That's all this is.
yeah, that's important to know.
Yeah. So let's talk long term. As women, we are at higher risk of bone loss and osteoporosis. We all know that. And we know that exercise is one of the most amazing things that can help increase your bone density as well. So you're not just growing muscle mass when you're exercising, you are also working on your bone density, which is crazy and amazing at the same time. But if you can combine that with creatine, studies have shown that it will help you to maintain your bone density and your muscle mass as we age. So that is just another amazing benefit of supplementing with creatine. We're going to get into how you would, if you wanted to start taking creatine, like how you would go about it. So on average, the amount recommended is about 3 to 5 grams per day, and you don't have to cycle on and off. You can start taking it immediately. There's no gradual increase recommended when you are wanting to take creatine. However, like we said before, this is not a episode to get you to go and take creatine. So please check with your doctor, or if you feel that you want to start taking creatine and you unsure, maybe contact a dietitian, contact a nutritionist, and chat to them about maybe your reasons as to why you feel you want to take creatine, or chat to your personal trainer as well. But like we said before, there's only benefits of taking this supplement. And then The best time to take creatine, it doesn't matter if it's before or after your workout. The most important thing about creatine is that you are consistent so that you can increase your creatine stores. It's really not like a pre-workout or intra-workout. You can't also replace it with AAs. So if you think you can just replace your creatine with BCAAs, you can't do that. They serve two totally different purposes. BCAAs are going to replace your amino acids that you are losing during your workout, which is going to help once again with muscle soreness, etc., etc. And the creatine is mostly there to help you grow and maintain your muscle mass and also assist in fat loss. And then the very, very last one, which will definitely benefit you, is knowing that creatine does not cause bloating. That's an old myth.
That's amazing because that's the one thing that scares every female. The first question
Yeah,
they ask, is this going to cause me to bloat? Because I don't want no bloat. I don't want the boob
yeah,
pains.
yes. Yes, especially a lot of proteins cause you to bloat. If you're taking a soy protein or a pea protein or whatever, most soy-based products cause bloating in women. So I understand why that's such a concern, but no, creatine will not cause any bloating. And then the final part of the episode, which is creatine safe for women when they are pregnant? And the science says that it helps with baby's brain and nervous system development. Fetal development relies on maternal creatine stores. As a mother, you're basically sending all of your creatine to your baby to make sure that your baby's growing a healthy brain and that the nervous system develops and that everything is a-okay. I feel like the list of benefits are just getting more and more and more.
It is getting more and more, which is a good thing.
I supplemented with creatine when I was pregnant. I didn't do it every day because, like I said, the research is not great on it. The research, or the studies that I was reading up was basically saying, yes, you can, but they were also saying, but because it hasn't really been tested on pregnant women, they caution on the safe side of either doing it as little as possible or not at all. So I was like, I haven't read any bad article about it. So I went with the low dose option and I would do it like every second day in the beginning. And then as it got later into my pregnancy, I slowed down with taking additional supplements. But in the first 6 months, I took it almost every day. And then the last 3 months, I barely took it.
It's actually important and it makes sense because when you are pregnant, already take a lot of prenatal supplementation anyway to help with the fetal development of the baby. So the creatine was probably a bonus, and that's something that you can gradually decrease over time. Yeah.
Definitely. And it could reduce pregnancy fatigue. We know the exhaustion you feel during pregnancy is so real, like so real. But because creatine plays such a huge role in energy production, it could help reduce fatigue. So the reason why we're saying could help is because there's no actual proof that it does help. But because of how creatine works in a normal body, that's why they're thinking that there's a possibility that it could also help in feeling a bit less tired all the time, you know?
So basically, the list of benefits of creatine is ongoing forever and ever. It's like a magic elixir, actually, for you. So if you are listening and you feel like the shoe fits, wear it, walk in it, love it.
If you're pregnant, please speak to your doctor, guys. Like, we are not recommending you take creatine when you are pregnant. Please, I did this at my own discretion because I know my body. I know what I can take. I know what I can't take. I understand how supplements work. I understand supplements just in general. And I understand their purpose and how they fit into a healthy diet. Creatine is not made to supplement any type of food. You still need to be eating as much healthy meals as possible. And then it's a supplement. The description is in the it's to supplement, it's to add on to what you are already doing. So That's also very important to note. And then some early research suggests that creatine could actually help reduce the risk of complications during labor, like oxygen deprivation, which is when the baby goes into hyper, which can impact the baby's health like so bad. So we don't want that at all, but it's still being studied. But the potential benefits are really exciting, which is crazy to think that the supplement can help you have an easier birth.
I think that is absolutely insane. And this is things that they don't tell you. People don't tell you these things. There's obviously a blanket statement that applies to all of us to a certain extent. But for
Yeah.
the most part, it comes down to, and I can't stress this enough, is knowing your body. I've repeatedly said this. You need to go through your day being mindful of how you feel. Pay attention to your energy, how you slept, or when you're hungry, what certain foods do for you. And the only way you can help yourself is if you know, because otherwise you're asking questions that you don't have the answers to, and you literally have all the answers right there. You just need to pay attention.
Yeah, that's so true. So, is creatine safe? The answer is yes. At normal dosages, like I've mentioned earlier, of 3 to 5 grams per day, there is no known risk that has been found. But research is ongoing, of course. So always check with your doctor before supplementing during pregnancy with whatever supplement that you are wanting to take. So, what's the verdict? Yes, creatine is one of the safest, most effective supplements out there for women. Whether you're training for fat loss, muscle tone, brain health, or recovery, it's definitely worth adding to your routine, in my opinion.
Thank you so much, Zoe, for sharing all these insights with me and everybody listening. Like we previously mentioned, we really hope that this episode sheds some light on this topic, because I know that there are so many people who have questions and are wondering about it, and nobody really answers them directly. So Zoe gave us a bucket load of information. We hope it helped you and that it helps you also decide or not creatine is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why we want to hear from you. Are you already taking creatine? Have you been thinking about taking creatine? Let us know. Drop a comment down below.
Also, let us know what you guys think about this informative episodes, and if you would like for us to cover more supplements that you are worried about or have questions of, and pop the questions in the comments below.
Yeah, perfect. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this. And we will catch you next time. Stay strong, stay confident, and keep lifting.
Yes, keep lifting.
Bye.
Bye.